Hey there, Glenn with the Toy Temple, and today I'm taking a look at Hasbro's Overwatch Ultimates Tracer action figure. And, I mean, you can already tell, this is going to be a good figure. Looks fairly close to the original character from the video game. Plenty of accessories, little blast effects, guns, hands. I like it already. On the side gives you, I don't know, do these symbols mean anything to anybody out there? You tell me. Real name? Lena Oxton. I didn't know that. She's 26, an adventurer. A couple other figures from the line. Sombra, Lucio, Reaper, got him. Reinhardt, got him too. They're each sold separately, or not at all, now that the line is dead. On the side says Tracer, gives her a little logo. Hey, what else is there to say? Let's open her up, take a look, and I hope you'll join me. And here's Tracer out of the package, and she looks pretty good. The face is nice. The goggles are a slightly different color than the packaging led me to believe, but they fit right over her face and they're actually molded on, so that's nice. The hair gives it a nice little spiky look. I dig that. I like the bomber jacket. I think that's a cool look. The front thing, I'm assuming it's like laser tag, looks okay. Kind of sticks out a little weirdly. Union Jack printed on there very nicely. Looks pretty accurate. The rest of it, they did pretty well. Those are molded on. Look at that. That's new. Interesting. These things I could do without. They seem to do absolutely nothing, but I feel like she could have had double jointed elbows, but they I feel like they just didn't. Is that weird? That's weird. All right. She does have upper diaphragm, slight ab crunch. I mean, if you wanted her to like do like a half sit up, it's there, but it's not really going to do too much, especially with this this piece right here getting in the way, because it's just going to push her back. She can go back that far. Wrists do have a hinge, but it's not really going to do too much because that gets in the way. Thigh, yeah. She does have thigh. Legs kick out not too much, just enough. The deco and this little hanging piece gets in the way. Kicks out that far. That's pretty good. How about the back? Nothing. Double jointed knees. Thigh swivel. Yeah, I said that. Ankle rockers and ankle pivots. So the ankle rocker, yeah, that works. Ankle pivot does get inhibited by her Crocs. I don't know. Those have to be Crocs, right? Yeah, those are Crocs. The paint gradient going from like the yellow to the orange looks good. Nice little transition between the two colors. I like that. That's good. I think the bomber jacket is my favorite part, especially with the printings on the shoulders. Those are really nice. Little touches of orange up there. It's good. It's good. Of course, it's a Hasbro figure, and it's a female with no double jointed elbows, but what are you going to do? Shame there's no blast piece. Whoa, what's this? Was that supposed to happen? And it pegs on. What is that? In the comments below, tell me what that is. Is that like a mine or something where you like throw it down and it's like, okay. Then you get McCree and he's like, I don't know. But that is that was a surprise to me. Didn't expect that to fall off. Didn't notice it till just now. I do like that this wraps up into the bottom of the figure, but unfortunately it does inhibit those legs. So I'm not a fan of that. Also, her head can't go back at all because of the collar on her jacket. Just will not happen. It can go forward, but I mean, why would you want to? She's just staring straight down at the thing on her chest. Whatever. Weird. I'm thinking about the score I'm going to give this, and it's, I don't know. Let's take a look at those accessories, and maybe that'll affect my my final score. So accessory-wise, she does come with pretty good stuff. And then one weird thing that I'll get to, but these blast effects, they fit over the top of the gun rather than pegging in. I don't know why that is, but I think that's kind of a weird choice. Does it work if I flip it over? No, that's weird. That's so odd. Poor form. I don't like that much at all. That you can't even use them. Dang. These guns, they're painted okay. They've got like white on the top of them. And then that's really it. They were going to probably just be gray. But if you look at the box, they're supposed to have like touches of blue, touches of silver, touches of, you know, like a little bit more detail. But this is, that's super plain. Here's the part that I was super confused by, is she has 2 additional left hands of the same hand. Was this a mistake? Was I supposed to get another right hand? Because when I take the figure and I try to remove the left hand, it doesn't work. But if it's the right hand, it pops right out. And then these guys fit right in. And it's, you know, I know she does like a little salute, but it's incredibly hard to do that salute because the hinge gets inhibited by the socket or that the thing pegs into, and it's very difficult. And here's your size comparison between McCree and Tracer, and she's on the shorter end, which makes sense, especially for, you know, the 6-inch scale. But this might be the first time the tiny head on one of these Overwatch figures actually works because it's such a tiny frame. It just doesn't work on all the larger characters and their giant bodies. But yeah, that actually scales pretty appropriately. So what do I think about Tracer? Well, she is the mascot of Overwatch. The first commercials I ever saw of Overwatch involved Tracer. And she had a lot of personality. You know, made the game look fun, made the game look interesting. And they chose her probably because, you know, she's a British, you know, girl and they want people to play the game. So they obviously put their best foot forward. The accessories are a mess. I don't understand why they included the blast effects if they don't fit over the guns. The figure is fine. I mean, nothing really stands out. I just noticed that her hair mold got a little bit of plastic. I mean, yeah, it looks good, but at $20 for accessories that barely work, the same accessory twice, which is weird, by the way. Super weird that there's 2 of those hands. Single jointed elbows. I mean, the rest of the figure is pretty basic. It's disappointing, to say the least. 2 out of 5. I don't like it. But I feel like my Overwatch collection would have been incomplete without it. And yeah, I picked it up for like super cheap. But if you paid $20 and you are a huge fan of Overwatch, I could see you being like, man, this stinks. Because it kind of does. It's got not too much to like about it. The figure, just if I kept it like this, yeah, it looks pretty good. But when you start digging into it a little bit, you start noticing little things. And this has a lot of issues. If you see it, only buy it if you are the biggest Overwatch fan and it's like super cheap. Other than that, I'd say pass. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Hit like, share, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you picked up any of the Overwatch line. Which one did you decide on? Did you pick Reaper? Did you pick McCree? Reinhardt? Did you happen to find a Reinhardt out there? Because that thing's awesome. This Tracer is probably the last one I'm going to review from that line. But it's been quite a ride. Had a lot of ups and downs for that line, but sorry to say, but this is the last one from the line I'm ever going to review. So yeah, hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at The Toy Temple. And remember, you're never too old to enjoy the things you love.